Hello, everybody. Welcome to another video on the Optical Intelligence Podcast. In this video, we're going to go over plotting various columns in a CSV file and using a for loop to plot a scatter plot. So with that being said, let's go ahead and import a few libraries. Import pandas as PD. Let's go ahead and import Seaborn as SNS. Let's go ahead and do SNS dot set style, and let's set the style to be dark grid like that. And let's run this. SNS actually, I have a typo here. SNS dot Seaborn. There we go. And let's go ahead and say df is equal to pd dot read CSV, and let's go ahead and put in the enter or import a CSV file called chapter 5 geologic data set. This is coming from the machine learning guide in the oil and gas using Python's book. So I'm going to import that, and let's just go ahead and look at the head of the data. Here we go. You have porosity, matrix perm, acoustic impedance, and TOC, and some of the other variables. So let's just say I want to see what are I want to get the name of the columns. These are the name of the columns. And what I want to do first, I want to just create I want to say columns is equal to bracket, and I'm going to just pick some of the parameters that I want to pick to include in my scatter plot. If you don't want to include everything, you can just pick and choose. Let's just say I want just these parameters included in my scatter plot when I go through the for loop. If you want all the parameters, you can just say df.columns and like inside your for loop. But in this case, I'm just interested in these like particular columns: porosity, matrix perm, this ratio, and TOC. So let's just go ahead and say for call in columns. So basically what I'm doing here, I'm just giving it a generic name, call, or which stands for columns, in columns, which is going to go through all these columns like above that we define above, and hit enter. And let's just say SNS dot join plot. Let's do a join plot, and let's go ahead and define X as column, or as this variable that I have, and let's define Y as let's just say I want to plot all of these against a root k, or a square root of k, which is a productivity metric that we use in the oil and gas industry. So let's just go ahead and do that and define the Y variable. And let's just say data is going to be df, which is the data frame that we imported above. And let's just make the color is equal to brown, for example. So if I run this, look at this now. So it's going to run. So it created all of these plots, all these join plots. So it's going to put porosity against a root k. You have matrix perm against a root k. Here's a join plot, which has a scatter plot. It has also the distribution right above it. All of this in a matter of seconds. So just with one line of code, or with just a few lines of code, you can write a for loop to plot these as opposed to doing them individually. One more thing that you can add here, you can actually come back here and just say SNS dot. Let's do join plot again. Join plot. Let's define the X and Y. And actually what I can do here, I can just copy and paste this, make it a bit simpler. Come down here, paste it. And like I already have the X and Y's, and I just need to add a variable here called kind. And let's make it a hexagon type of plot. Let's run this, see what it looks like. Here we go. You can see here it added each one and the hexagon plot of each one. And this kind of shows where most of your data lies. So the darker it is, means you have more data points, more prosody at these values. So you can go through all of these. So it plotted all of these in a matter of seconds again. And you can play around with the coloring, and you can just, let's just change this to, for example, green. See what this looks like. Here we go. I changed the color to green now. So you can see you went through all these columns and basically plotted all of these variables, the Julian plot of these variables in a matter of seconds. So hope this video was useful. If you found value in this video, please subscribe to the channel for a lot more educational videos. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.